Hi, my name is Crystal Cerrato, and today I'll be taking you through a vinyasa practice. We'll go ahead and begin in child's pose. Take your knees out wide, bring your big toes to touch, send your sit bones back towards your heels, and extend your arms out in front of you. Separate all 10 of your fingers wide and plug into each of your fingerprints, grounding your energy down, connecting to the earth. Take a deep inhale through the nose. And exhale through the mouth, let it go. Rock your head a little side to side, massaging out the third eye space. Tapping into your intuition, connecting to your own creativity. Listening to your body as we move through our practice today. Settle into stillness and take another round of breath. Start to make your way up to hands and knees, bringing your hands underneath your shoulders, knees, hips width distance apart. So you want to make sure your toes are untucked, pressing into the tops of your feet. Put a micro bend in the elbows, pulling the heart through the arms. Take an inhale breath and lengthen. Exhale, chin to chest, round through the back body. Inhale, widen the sits bones, broaden across the collarbones. And exhale, puff up the back of the heart. Big inhale, lift your heart, lift your tail. Tuck the toes, and as you exhale, press up and back, downward facing dog. Start to pedal out your heels right to left. Finding some length in the back body, finding some organic movement here. And then settle into stillness. Put a micro bend in the knees as you reach your heart towards the thighs. Wrap your triceps in towards your face and take an inhale through the nose. Stick out your tongue, lion's breath. Sealing your lips, start to find your ujjayi breath. Putting a light restriction at the back of the throat. Now, like a wave, take an inhale, shift forward, high plank. And slowly exhale, lower all the way down to the belly. Untuck the toes, roll the shoulder blades back, squeeze into your quads, and then reach your heart forward. Let's really pull the shoulder blades back as you lengthen the front body. Keep squeezing into the quads, lifting the kneecaps away from the floor. Take one inhale breath here, lengthen. And exhale, lower the forehead to the mat. Tuck the toes under. Let's keep the knees grounded. Press up into a modified plank. So you'll send the tailbone back, firm the belly, pressing into the hands. And then lift your hips, downward facing dog. Inhale, wave forward, high plank. Exhale, bend the elbows halfway, chaturanga. Keep the belly firmed in. Release the knees down, untuck the toes. This time, inhale for your high cobra. Micro bend the elbows, pull the heart through the arms. Exhale, downward facing dog, lift your hips, press it back. Inhale, high plank, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Knees down, untuck the toes. Inhale, high cobra. And exhale, press back down dog. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, deep bend in the knees, look forward. Walk your feet up to the top of the mat. Bring your big toes to touch, heels slightly apart. Let your head hang heavy, relax the shoulders. Just take a moment to pause here. Hands come to the shins, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, slowly roll all the way up to stand. Tadasana, mountain pose. So you want to have your palms facing forward, heart is open. Weight is evenly distributed from the left to the right foot. Inner thighs roll back, tailbone hugs down towards the earth, belly firms in. Roll your shoulders up, back and down, away from the ears, fingertips reaching towards the earth. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Keep the length in your spine, maybe put a soft bend in the knees. Now, halfway lift, but lift your right leg as you inhale. Bend the left knee, step your right toes back as you exhale, right knee comes down to the mat. Untuck the toes with the cactus arms, inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands come down, step back, chaturanga. Knees down, inhale, high cobra. Exhale, press back down dog. Inhale, right leg lifts, leading with the inner thigh. Exhale, step right foot to right thumb, left knee comes down. Cactusing the arms, big inhale, open the heart. Exhale, hands come down, step the left foot up to meet the right. Inhale, half lift, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Root down, rise up, arms sweep, reach high. Exhale, hands at heart center, Samastiti. Inhale, reach the arms out and up, lengthening. Exhale, forward fold, reach your heart forward. Left leg lifts, half lift, inhale. Exhale, step the left toes way back, left knee comes down to the mat. Untuck the back toes. Cactusing the arms, big inhale, open the heart. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, chaturanga. Inhale, high cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Leading with the inner thigh, inhale the left leg high. Exhale, step left foot to left thumb. Right knee comes down, untuck the back toes. Cactusing the arms, inhale, open the heart. Exhale, plant the hands, step the right foot up to meet the left. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Root down, rise all the way up, sweep the arms on and up. Exhale, hands at heart center. Check in to make sure the outer edges of your feet are parallel. You can either have your big toes touching or feet hips distance apart. Put the weight into your heels. Bring your sit bones back and down. Utkatasana, chair pose. So you want to send the tailbone towards the earth. It's going to help you to firm your belly in. Lifting through the chest, but softening the shoulders down the back. Shin bones move back, sit bones move down. Firm the belly once more. Sink a little deeper into your chair. Take an inhale breath, expand. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga, either step, hop, or float. Inhale, high cobra. Exhale, press back down dog. Take a moment to pause here, reconnecting with your breath, finding your foundation. Equal weight between the hands and the feet, all 10 fingers spread wide. Leading with the inner thigh, lift your right leg high as you inhale. Exhale, step your right foot behind the right wrist. Slide your back heel flattened down. Inhale, rise up, warrior one. So we're anchoring through the outer edge of the left foot. Steer the inner left thigh back and then firm the belly. Lifting through the sternum, soften the shoulders down the back. Take another inhale breath here. Deep bend in the right knee. As you exhale, bow your heart forward, sweep the arms back. Now it's really important here to make sure the palms are facing the floor. So we're squeezing into the triceps, wrapping the shoulders back. Weight is in the right heel, relax the right toes. Now take an inhale, rise and turn to the side, parallel your feet. Exhale, heels in, toes out, bend the knees, goddess squat. So settle into the shape here. If you need to, adjust your feet so that the knees are over the ankles. Make sure your knees and toes are pointed in the same direction. Hands are at heart center. Collarbones wide, shoulders down the back. Straighten the legs, parallel the feet. Big inhale breath. And exhale, fold. Keep your right hand down as you inhale. Peel the left hand high. Let's stay here for this first exhale. Firm the left hip in toward midline. Big inhale, lengthen through the spine, reach your heart forward. And as you exhale, twist a little deeper. Inhale, expand. And as you exhale, walk your hands around, framing your front foot. Back knee comes down once again. Inhale, reach the arms up, low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, hands come down, step back, Chaturanga. Knees down, inhale, high cobra. Exhale, press back, down dog. Inner thigh leads, inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step behind the left wrist, right heel slides back and down. Rising up, arms up, Virabhadrasana 1. Settling in for this first round. So we're anchoring through the pinky toe side of the back foot. Steer the inner right thigh back as you lift the frontal hip bones towards the ribs. Lifting up through the sternum, soften the shoulders, relaxing the left toes. Inhale to expand. Exhale, humble sweep, arms go back, heart goes forward. Reaching the fingers back, spread your fingers wide. Squeeze your triceps, open the heart. Take an inhale, rise and turn to the side, parallel your feet. Exhale, heels in, toes out, goddess squat. Settle into the shape, find some movement if you'd like to, making sure your knees and toes are pointed in the same direction. Inhale, rise up, parallel the feet. Exhale, forward fold. Left hand stays down as you inhale, peel the right hand high. Settling in with your exhale. Inhale, find length through the spine, crown reaches forward. And exhale, maybe twist a little deeper. Inhale, expand. Exhale, walk it around, framing the left foot. Back knee comes down. Inhale, Anjaneyasana, arms up. Exhale, hands down, step back, Chaturanga. Inhale, high cobra. Exhale, down dog. So do that again, following the movement with your breath. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, step to wrist. Back foot down. Inhale, rise up, warrior 1. Exhale, humble sweep, arms go back. Inhale, rise and turn to the side. Exhale, goddess. Inhale, rise, parallel the feet. Exhale, forward fold. Left hand lifts, big inhale. Exhale, walk it around to the front. Back knee down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands down. You can take your vinyasa here or feel free to meet me in downward facing dog. Other side, left leg lifts, big inhale. Exhale, step to wrist, back heel down. Inhale, rise, arms up. Exhale, humble sweep, arms go back. Inhale, rise, parallel your feet. Exhale, heels in, toes out, goddess. Inhale, rise up, sweep the arms. Exhale, forward fold. Right arm lifts, inhale, twist. Exhale, sweep it around to the front. Either downward facing dog or flow through your vinyasa. Press it back, child's pose. Take your arms back behind you, let your forehead reach the mat. If that feels aggressive, feel free to stack the hands one on top of the other, make a pillow. Reconnecting with your breath. Feeling the sensations of connecting down to your mat. Feeling the support of the earth beneath you. Extend your arms out in front of you once more. Take an inhale, shift forward to hands and knees. Curl your toes under, press your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Take an inhale, lift your right leg high. As you exhale, step your foot outside of your right hand. Bring your back knee down to the mat. Now we want all four corners of the right foot pressing down. So it's different than the crooked lizard that you may have practiced. We're really firming the right knee in toward midline. Pull your heart through the arms, soften the shoulders away from your ears. You can either choose to stay here like this or plant your left hand down and then reach your right arm up and back, maybe bending the back knee, catch the foot. Check in with your left shoulder. Sometimes it collapses in. So you really want to wrap it back and then lift up out of the shoulder joint. Micro bending the elbows, prevent hyperextension. And then maybe you look over your right shoulder. Release the bind. If you took it, bring both of your hands down. Tuck the left toes, lift your back knee off of the mat. Let's straighten the right leg out, flexing the right foot. Let your head hang heavy. Tent up onto your fingertips here, plugging into your mat. Now you'll either find some way to bring your leg back. Sometimes there's no graceful way to do this, or think about plugging the leg bone into the hip socket, lifting the foot off of the mat, flattening the palms, and sweeping your right leg up and back. Let's pause here, take an inhale breath. And exhale, step your right foot to your right thumb. Come up to a crescent lunge. So we want the arms straight up. Your feet are about hips width distance apart. Back heel's on top of the toes. Right knee is on top of the right ankle. Take a big inhale breath here. And as you exhale, interlace the fingers back behind you. Inhale, open the chest. And as you exhale, start to bow your heart forward. Put the weight into your right foot. Now you can either choose to stay here or press off, taking a bound warrior 3. Flexing your left foot, inner left thigh steers up, press the floor away as you firm the belly in. So we want the back line active, so squeeze your shoulder blades together, lifting from the glute, the hamstring, but also keeping your core engaged here. Take an inhale breath. And exhale, release your hands down. Lift your back leg, find a standing splits here. You've got the option to take hold of your right ankle with the right hand. Lifting, keep your hips squared, inner left thigh steers up. Maybe you're playing with balance, take your left hand around the right ankle as well. Plant your hands underneath your shoulders, bring your left knee behind the right, find a Shiva squat. So you're sinking back and down into your right leg. Hands come to heart center, lifting through the collarbones, shoulders down the back. Weight is in the right heel. You're going to feel this in that right glute. Keep breathing here. Release your left hand down. Take your right hand to your left foot. Start to straighten the right leg out and then lift through the left knee. We're finding an evolved dancer's pose here. You'll kick back into your hand, shift your gaze forward, lift your chest, lift your gaze. Keep breathing here. Slow release, warrior 3. Kick the left leg back, arms extend. Take an inhale breath. Exhale, step your left toes way back. Inhale the arms up, crescent lunge. Exhale, hands come down, step back, down dog. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, step outside of the left hand. Find your lizard lunge. Hands are underneath the shoulders, back knee comes down. All four corners of your left foot are grounded down, firming the left knee in toward midline. Pull your heart through the arms, softening the shoulders down the back. Right hand stays down. You can either stay here or you'll lift your left arm up and back, maybe finding the bind. Reaching back for the right foot. Check in with your right shoulder. If you need to, roll it back and then lift up out of the shoulder joint. Go ahead and release that. Plant the hands, tuck the back toes and lift your back knee. Start to straighten the left leg out. Think down dog with the arms, let your head hang heavy. Either floating the left leg up and back any way you choose, or you can plug into your fingertips, lift the leg, and then sweep it up and back, flattening the palms. Take an inhale breath. Exhale, step left foot to left thumb. Crescent lunge on the inhale, arms come up. Settling in here with your exhale. Make sure your back foot is just as active as the front. Heel stacks on top of the back toes. Left knee stacks on top of the ankle. Take an inhale to expand. And exhale, interlace the fingers. Take the opposite thumb on top. Inhale, open the heart, open the chest. And as you exhale, bow forward, humble crescent with a bind. So we want to put the weight into that left leg. Already we can feel the left glute start working. You can either stay or join me in a bound warrior 3. Press the floor away with your standing leg. Inner right thigh steers up, flexing the right foot. So as much as we're strengthening the back line, we want to keep the belly engaged. And breathe. Take an inhale breath. And exhale, release the hands. Standing splits, reach your right toes up towards the sky, but keep the hips squared off. Sometimes we tend to turn the hip out. We want to steer the inner right thigh up and then use the glutes to lift the leg. Maybe left hand grabs a hold of the left ankle. Maybe both hands grab the left ankle and draw the crown of your head towards the earth. Releasing the hands. Take your right knee behind the left, hands at heart center. Pressing the floor away, finding Shiva squat. Collarbones wide, shoulders down the back. And breathe. Love Shiva squat. So good. We're going to be so grateful for this once it's over. Release your right hand down. Take your left hand to your right foot. Start to straighten the left leg out and reach your right knee high. Slowly start to shift your gaze forward, kick back into your back hand, lift your chest, revolve dancer's pose. Slow transition, warrior 3. Take an inhale breath. And exhale, step it back. Arms come down. Inhale, arms rise, crescent. Exhale, hands down, step back, downward facing dog. Take an inhale, shift forward, high plank. And exhale, release the knees, seated kneeling position. Collect your hands in your lap, right hand underneath the left, 2 thumbs come to touch. Steady the breath. Perhaps pausing at the bottom of your exhale. And just allowing the inhale to take care of itself. Swivel your legs out in front of you. Extend your legs out, legs straight, flexing through your feet. Plug your leg bones into your hip sockets. Reach your arms up, flexing through the feet. And take a forward fold. Either reaching for the outer edges of your feet. You can take your 2-piece fingers around the big toes, or you can bring your hands to your shins or to the floor, wherever it makes sense in your body. Reaching forward through the heart, and then let your head get heavy. Shift your gaze forward. Take your left hand across to the outer edge of your right foot. Now listen carefully. We'll keep the left heel grounded. Extend your right arm forward and then lift up. Take a big twist, opening it up here. Gazing towards your right thumb. Shoulders are over your hips. Your legs are still hip distance apart here. Take your right hand to the inner arch of your right foot. Lift your heel towards the sky. And then mindfully set it back down. Inhale the arms up. And exhale, forward fold. Take your right hand to the outer edge of the left foot. Now keep your right heel grounded. Left arm extends forward. Push through the right heel as you lift up. Carry the left leg with you, opening it up for a twist. Gazing towards the left fingers. Shoulders melt down the back. Left hand comes to the inner arch of your left foot. Pull the heel towards the sky. And then mindfully set it down. Make your way onto your back body. Have your knees bent, soles of the feet to the outer edges of your mat. Bring your knees together, your hands to your low belly. Take your arms out wide like a T. Start to take some windshield wipers. Keep your feet wide. Let your knees move left to right. The next time your knees are center, leave them there. Heel toe your feet to hips width distance apart. Walk your heels towards your sits bones. Release your arms down by your sides. Let your palms face down. Now, just to start here, let's puff up the heart. So squeeze your shoulder blades together behind you and then relax your upper back down to the mat. Now from here, I want you to curl just the tailbone off the mat. So this changes the position of the pelvis. Now there's like maybe an inch or two of space behind your back, between your back and the mat. We'll keep that engagement of the core. Press through the heels, lift up for a bridge pose. And you want to make sure you keep your gaze straight up towards the sky. And as your chin lifts toward, or your chest lifts towards your chin, lift your chin gently away from the chest to keep the throat open. If you'd like to, you can walk your shoulders underneath you even more, interlacing your fingers, pressing through the heels, rooting down through the outer wrists. Make sure your inner thighs steer down and your knees are hips distance apart as well. Take one more breath in here and exhale, slowly lower down. Send your left leg out long on the mat. Bring your right knee into your chest. Flex through the left foot, hug the right knee in. Take an inhale breath here. And then squeeze the knee in as you exhale. Let your shoulders soften down towards the floor. Let your right leg join the left and then bring your left knee into your chest. Flexing through your right foot, hug the left knee in. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, hug the left knee in. Let your shoulders soften down to the floor. Let your left leg join the right. Let your palms face up towards the sky. Let your feet flop open. Get any little wiggles or movements out of the way here. Settling into your Shavasana. Taking this very important time to allow your body to rest and recharge. And let all of the benefits of your yoga practice take effect. There's nothing to do here but rest. Take one more full inhale. And open mouth, sigh it out. Shavasana. Start to wiggle out your fingers and your toes. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Open mouth, sigh it out. Slowly start to bend your knees. Roll onto your right side, cradling your head with your right arm. Let your left hand rest gently in front of the chest. From here, slowly start to make your way up to a seated position. Sitting up nice and tall. Bringing your hands together in front of heart center. Take a deep inhale, expanding heart center. And exhale, gently bowing in towards yourself. Thank you all so much for practicing with me. Namaste.